Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
On a day when Modi government has extended the lockdown by 2 more weeks, albeit with a few relaxations here and there, we need to ask the question if this is necessary or if this is the only option available before the government for a country as large and diverse as India. Because when this was imposed almost 40 days back, it was a good decision, well timed also, because it prevented the corona situation from getting out of control in India. India today has very good numbers on coronavirus infections. Even though testing is low, the numbers are lower and the number of fatalities is lower. So Narendra Modi had said in the very beginning, Jaan hai to jahan hai. So Jaan to hai. But then what do you do now beyond having the Jaan? Because the life is there, but at this point, by this extended lockdown, our livelihoods are threatened. And the way things are going, many Indians, particularly the tens of millions, in fact tens of crores, who work at the lowest level of the employment chain, the lowest rung of the employment ladder, who are now walking back. You see these pictures of lakhs of people walking back home with nothing in their pockets, just a few biscuits and empty stomachs and blisters on their soles. Is it necessary to continue this forever? Because what happens is that you can get obsessed with looking after a patient. Meanwhile, the patient can die, because you might say that the patient is sick, the patient has to be quarantined or put in the sick bed. But sick bed or a quarantine cannot become a deathbed. So we remind you of two things. Going back, my favorite habit, harking back to Hindi cinema or cricket. So in this case, Hindi cinema. So it's one thing now to say कि आप जिंदा तो हैं, जान है तो जहान है, जिंदा तो हैं. It's true that almost all of us are alive. Only 1,000 plus, 1,000 and little above have died so far, which is very good that our fatality rate is so low. But as Amitabh Bachchan would have said in that film, 1979 film, Mr. Natwarlal, ये जीना भी कोई जीना है लल्लू, because घर में बैठे हैं, there is nothing to do. We can still watch TV, or not personally, we are journalists, we are an essential service. We can work, I am working, but most other people are doing nothing, and not everybody can afford to sit at home. So just as Amitabh Bachchan might have said, ye jeena bhi koi jeena hai lallu, but that's funny. But let me tell you something which doesn't sound so funny. So Gopal Das Neeraj, the famous Hindi poet who passed away in 2018 and who was also a famous lyricist, he wrote some romantic ballads like फूलों के रंग से दिल की कलम से from Prem Pujari and लिखे जो खत तुझे from Kanyadan. But he also mostly wrote sad songs. So one of the saddest he wrote was in a 1966 film, नई उम्र की नई फसल. It was sung by Mohammad Rafi, composed by Roshan, and the refrain was कारवां गुजर गया गुबार देखते रहे, which means the caravan passed me by and I was just left behind looking at the clouds of dust it was kicking up. Very sad song of self-pity. In fact, it was so sad that we all felt compelled, even as school children, to parody it. So one of the most popular parody lines, the refrain lines, made कारवां गुजर गया गुबार देखते रहे into मर गया मरीज हम बुखार देखते रहे. That the patient died, meanwhile I only kept on checking the temperature. So that is what I am cautioning may be happening with India's economy. That if India's economy is a patient, we are trapping ourselves in this fear. This is a very deadly combination. Fear, negativity, fatalism and self-pity. All these are viruses that are more destructive than coronavirus. They are also more infectious than coronavirus. By extending this forever, and why is India so compliant? Why does it look like everybody is following the orders? That's because Indians are so fearful. To keep a population of the size of India so fearful for so long is not good for India, and it is now proving to be counterproductive. The other fear here is, and the other apprehension is, that there is an old saying, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So that is old hat. Today we need to say that absolute power goes to an establishment's heads absolutely. And then the establishment begins to think that I am the lord and master of everything. So I can infantilize 138 crore people. I can give them orders. You shall not take a pillion rider with you. What if my spouse has to go someplace? But Sarkar has ordered. Everybody has to download Arogya Setu. Sarkar has ordered. So this kind of micromanagement of our lives has gone on for quite some time now, and looks like it will go on for some more time. This will be counterproductive. This has begun to be counterproductive already. And let me explain to you why. Because you have lakhs of these people walking back home. Why? Because they thought there was no work for them in the big cities where they had come to work. They had come to work because they were aspirational. Their ambition had brought them to the big cities to work away from their families, not their greed, their ambition, because they wanted to earn some surpluses, send some money home. If they were happy in their villages, just getting 3 meals a day, as government is now promising, then why would they have come to the big cities? So the time is now to tell them, look, don't keep walking back, or we are not sending buses and trains to take you back. Stay where you are or come back to where you were, because you are needed there. The economy is restarting. Any engine left cold for too long will shut down and will take you too long to restart this. But that is where, unfortunately, we have taken ourselves to right now, because fear, fatalism, negativity and hopelessness. What is right now needed for this country is a shot of good morale. India has to be told, come back to work in a graduated way, but in a firm way where you can see the direction in which you are heading. Otherwise, absurdities will continue, and there are many absurdities. Look at Haryana next door to Delhi. A senior police officer from Haryana was today seen on camera saying that he sealed the district. Nobody can come in and go in and out of the district, including doctors and journalists. Now, journalists can go to hell, but doctors, Gurgaon is where Haryana government built the Medicity. Some of NCR's biggest hospitals are located there. They have hundreds, if not thousands of patients, their relatives, doctors, nurses who need to commute between Gurgaon and Delhi. Not just that, Gurgaon is a district that straddles the highway between Delhi and Rajasthan. So this, if you see it like that, this seals off 2 states. They can't go anywhere. Not just that, if you think this is not absurd enough, Haryana government, see a story on the print today by Jyoti Yadav, Haryana government is now digging up perfectly decent roads coming into Haryana from Delhi to make sure the coronavirus will not come. As if coronavirus will come walking on the streets, or as if coronavirus will come riding T-72 tanks, so build an anti-tank ditch there. So our arrogance now is reaching the level of madness, if I may say so. And you find the government telling you very little. You find the government not rolling out any map for how you will open up and how will you go back to work, because if India doesn't go back to work, this economy will become so sick that it will take a long time fixing it. More importantly, a lot of the people who are now losing their jobs, the longer this economic stall continues, the longer the economy stays in coma, the bigger the chances of their jobs not coming back in the foreseeable future. And what will then happen is that tens of crores of people who have been lifted out of poverty, who've just barely gone above the poverty line since 1991 after the reform, they are now in the danger of going slipping right back there, and it will again take a long time lifting them back up. So once again, we know that induced coma is a well-known medical practice. When the patient is very sick, sometimes the doctor put the patient in induced coma, but you should know when to lift that coma, because if you leave the patient in coma for a long time and keep checking the blood pressure and pulse and the temperature and say the patient is fine, at some stage either the patient will die or turn into a vegetable, go into a vegetative state. So you don't want that happening, because if that happens, if you fall in love with this current do nothing else Tughlaqi strategy, strong words, Tughlaqi strategy, then you could end up like that, and you could end up then living by poet Neeraj's sad self-pitying words, mar gaya mareez hum bukhar dekhte rahe, because that's what you are doing. This patient now has to be woken up. Quarantine cannot be a deathbed.